Greetings, dear students, in a new lecture. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about the informal contractions in English. Where informal contractions, since they are informal, they are used in everyday life. Maybe you can hear it in movies as well. So, they are a very contracted or a short form for some formal ways to say or to pronounce a verb. For example, we have the verb when we want to say want to. So it is a cool way to make it as a shortcut or as a contracted form. Instead of saying it in the full form as want to, we can say wanna. So, for example, I wanna go home instead of I want to go home. The second example is kinda. Kinda is the contracted form of kind of. For example, Anna's or Anna is kinda cute. Instead of saying Anna is kinda cute, kind of cute, we have COS as cos, which is the contracted form of because. For example, I cry because I'm in pain. So it will go or flow naturally within the words. Another example is needa instead of need to. So you can say you need to know instead of you need to know. Also, we have gotta, which is got to. So, in example, you can say you've gotta to instead of you got to. Also, we have oughta, which is a contracted form of out of. So, in the example, we say I'm out of money instead of I'm out of money, which means also I'm broke. Also, we have yeah, which is a phonetic form of a contraction. Instead of saying you or you are, I miss you or I follow you instead of you. Also, we have to instead of have to. So we say we have to go home instead of we have to go home. Also, we have let me instead of let me. So when we say let me see instead of let me see. Also, we can have sorta or sorta instead of sort of. So she's sorta tired instead of she's sort of tired. Also, we have gonna instead of going to. So we say I'm gonna go instead of I'm going to. Dunno instead of don't know. So I don't know. Also, we have don'tcha instead of don't you. Don't you see it? Also, we have gimme for give me. So we say, give me the book instead of give me the book. So it is very natural and a very common habit to use informal contractions in American accent more than the British one. So you can hear it more formally or sorry, more commonly in American movies of Hollywood. So this is about the informal contractions. If you want to know about how they come in the exam or how we can answer questions about the informal contractions, they will come in this way. For example, I give you wanna equals want to. So I give you instead of it kinda, okay? And you are required to give me the full form or the full without the contraction. So you have to write in this case kind of for kinda. The same way, for example, I give you lemmy with let me. And then I ask you to give me needa. I give you needa and I ask you to give me the full form of needa. So you give me need to in this case. So it can come as brackets or it can come as fill in the blanks. It can come as do as required. Yani for example, I can give you an order to give me such an answer. Okay, so it has different form of questions, but the way of answer or the procedure of answer has the same way, which is to give the full form of the informal contraction. This is all about this point, which is the informal contractions, and I hope that you've got a good benefit from it and you found it beneficial. Thank you so much for your attention.